In this video, I'm going to teach you about ICT daily bias and I'm going to explain it in very simple words so you will understand all the rules that I will teach you in this video and you won't get confused. So to identify daily bias, we're gonna need 4 simple rules. The first one is we have to identify the recent liquidity sweep. Once we identify the recent liquidity sweep, we're also gonna identify the liquidity sweep areas in the opposite direction and we will call it resting liquidity. Then the third rule will be we have to mark out all fair value gaps near current market price, and once we identify a recent liquidity sweep, we identify resting liquidity in opposite direction and we mark out fair value gaps. Then we're gonna need equilibrium of the recent market structure to identify the premium and discount zones. And I'm gonna explain all the rules in a very simple words so you will be able to understand it perfectly. So the first rule is that we need to identify recent liquidity sweep. Second rule is identify resting liquidity in opposite direction. Third rule is mark out fair value gaps near current price. And then the last rule, identify premium and discount zones with the help of equilibrium, that I will show you how to do that as well. Now let's talk about first how to identify the recent liquidity sweep. When you look at this buyers movement, these buyers, they have just taken out the recent liquidity zone. As you can see, we have taken out all the positions, all the stops that were placed above this recent high, and market is now coming back in. So there is definitely a liquidity sweep happening right here. As the market, it actually went higher than the previous high, liquidated a lot of position, and now the sellers are coming back in. Once you identify the recent liquidity sweep, you need to identify where are the resting liquidity. And during this buyers movement, we have a liquidity here. We also have a liquidity area here. We have this liquidity zone and the fourth liquidity zone is here. So we have these liquidity zones in the opposite direction and we're gonna call them resting liquidity. And this level right here is our recent liquidity sweep. So after identifying the recent liquidity sweep and resting liquidity in the opposite direction, the third rule is simple. We have to mark out fair value gap near current price. Now where are the fair value gaps? We have our first fair value gap right here. We have our second fair value gap right here. And we also have a fair value gap right here. So we're going to type FVG just to mark these fair value gaps. And we're going to also type the FVG here. Now these were the 3 very important rules: finding the recent liquidity sweep area, identifying the resting liquidity inside this buyers movement, marking out the fair value gaps, and now we need to identify the premium and discount zones. Now what do I mean by the premium and discount zones? So let's just take a Fibonacci retracement tool and draw from the lows to the high area, which is right here. And the middle of this movement, it is at 0.5, which is basically the equilibrium of the recent buyers movement. So we can simply just put a line and we can remove the rest of the Fibonacci retracement, and this line is going to be acting as the equilibrium, and this is going to help us identify the premium and discount zones. Now what is a premium zone and what is a discount zone? Let's just say that when the market makes a movement and it comes lower than the equilibrium, that is our discounted zone. Let's just say if you want to buy, you always need to buy low. And if you want to sell, you always need to sell high. So if you're gonna take the buy, as the market has liquidated the recent highs and we're gonna expect some sellers to come, we need market to come lower than our equilibrium, because that will be the price which we can consider our discount zone. And all the levels above the equilibrium are premium levels. So we will only look for the buy if the market drops under the equilibrium. Now I wanna ask you a question. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section. Just pause the video for a second. What do you think, which fair value gap is the most important? Just take a second and let me know in the comment section. Now if your answer is that this fair value gap, then you are right, because we are inside the discounted zone. We are below equilibrium. So we are only going to be focusing on our important fair value gap, and we're going to get rid of these 2 fair value gaps. So we need market to come to this fair value gap price level. Then we will look for the trade opportunity. So I will just wait until the market will come to this fair value gap, give me a structure, then I will look for a buy position from here and will target the recent high, which is right at this area. Now I have uploaded different ICT strategy videos on my channel. You can use any strategy that you want to here. We just need the market to make a move to the fair value gap area, and if we see some sort of a pattern developing at this fair value gap, I have uploaded few videos on my channel explaining what kind of a structure I like to trade using the ICT strategy. If we get any sort of a structure right at here, then I will be taking a buy. So let's just say the market, it makes a move to this level. So what kind of a strategy I would like to use? If you have not watched my videos, let me explain it here. Let's say the market has been making a move to the fair value gap, and the moment it will reach at this fair value gap, I would like the ABC pattern to develop here. Now what is an ABC pattern? It means the recent very strong leg to the downside that will come to the fair value gap area is going to be our A leg. Then the buyer's movement after the A leg will be considered our B leg, and we need C leg to develop, but the seller's movement, it should go way lower than the low of our A leg, which is right here. It needs to go lower and then makes a liquidity sweep right here, and when we will make a liquidity sweep, I will just wait for the market to retest this level, and the moment we will retest it, I will be taking a buy and will be targeting the high of the daily time frame. Now I want this price action to develop on the 15-minute time frame. We have understood that how our daily bias work. We need market to come to this fair value gap, and when it will come to this fair value gap, we need to go down to 15-minute time frame, and on the 15-minute time frame we need ABC pattern, the strategy that I love to use. I have also shared a video on my YouTube channel. We need an ABC pattern at this fair value gap area on the 15-minute time frame. Then we will take the trade, and our target is gonna be this high from where we have liquidated the last positions of the sellers. So let's see how the market will come to this area of the fair value gap. Now we are taking out some positions at this resting liquidity, which is a good thing for us because our fair value gap area lies here, so we need some positions to be taken out. Then we need some positions to be taken out at this fair value gap as well. Now here we can see that we have definitely taken out a lot of positions. We have definitely swept a liquidity here, so we can simply just move down to 15-minute time frame now. And on the 15-minute time frame, we have this fair value gap area, and you can see that we have also made an ABC pattern. Market made a move. We have our A leg which developed here, then we have our B leg, and then after that, look how aggressively we came down. Market went lower than the low of leg A, liquidated a lot of position right at this fair value gap area, and it came right back in. So what we need, after the sellers have taken out a lot of liquidity at this fair value gap, we just need to place our target at this low of the leg A, which is right here. We can place our stops lower than this liquidity sweep, and we're gonna put our target at this high area from where we have made a recent liquidity sweep on the daily time frame, and it's gonna be more than 5.5 risk to reward ratio trade. So now let's find out how this trade will play out. So our entry has been executed. So just to fast forward, I'm gonna move back to the daily time frame to see how this trade has played. So here is our entry. We placed our stops just lower than the liquidity sweep that happened on 15-minute time frame at this fair value gap, and now buyers have started to go up. And we can definitely see that how well the buyers are making the move to the upside. And here is how the buyers have reached our take profited area. So here are the simple 4 rules that we need to do in order to find the daily bias, and you can use one of my trading strategies that I have shared on my channel to find the trade opportunity after you identify these 4 rules. The first rule is we need to identify the recent liquidity sweep area. The second rule is we need to identify resting liquidity in opposite direction. Then we need to mark out fair value gaps near current price, and after we mark out the recent fair value gaps, we can simply just use the Fibonacci retracement tool to identify where is our discounted zone, and if we see any fair value gap in the discounted zone, then we can wait for the market to come to that fair value gap, takes out a lot of position. We can simply just move down to 15-minute time frame, then follow one of the strategies that I have shared on my channel to take the buy position in case of buyers, and to take the sell position in case of sellers. So let me know what you guys think about this strategy. If you guys have any question, let me know in the comment section as well. I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. If you have not yet, make sure that you hit the subscribe button. Bye for now.